from EcoVeganGal.com, and this video is a follow-up to the Healthy Home Makeover video I did recently. If you haven't checked that one out, be sure to click right here or in the description field down below to watch that video. Then come back here because I'm about to have a Skype with experts Ron and Lisa, who recently came in to show me all the improvements I can make in my home. They showed me so many things, but I've been waiting to get the test results from them to find out more about my air quality and my water quality to see what I'm breathing in and what I'm drinking. We're also going to discuss some of the products and how they've shifted, and I'm going to give you a tour to show you what I've purchased and all the little changes I've made and how much of a difference they've made in my life. I want you to see the real results here. That's what this video is all about. I also want to incorporate some of the feedback that I've received from you, from the comments to the previous video, and see what we can all do collectively to make a difference for our long-term health and for making the environment a better place. So let's get started with the Skype with Ron and Lisa.
It feels like yesterday that you were here, but it's been almost 2 months, I think, right?
It has. It's been a while. Time flies.
I have taken so much of what you taught me into consideration and made a bunch of changes. The biggest and best one yet, though, I'm so excited to show you, is first of all, I rearranged my living space a little bit. My desk is now facing out towards the window, so I'm getting extra sunshine and light in here, which is really nice. And I had to move my couch because I got this nice big bed.
Whoa! Look at that! That is beautiful!
That's awesome. It's gorgeous, because you didn't have the headboard and everything, did you? Is that all new?
The cool thing is it's new to me, but it's not new. I got it off Craigslist, so it was also eco-friendly because I was reusing. I got all organic bedding. The Essentia bed is such a dream, and literally and figuratively, I have never slept on such a comfortable bed in my life.
We have the pillows, and we love them.
The pillows are amazing! Yes. Oh my gosh, I love my pillow so much. I want to take it around with me anywhere. Anytime I sleep outside my home, I want to take my pillow with me. With everything that you taught me about how the bed impacts not only how you feel physically, but your long-term health. I just feel like I'm sleeping better because I'm rest assured, again, literally and figuratively, that I'm not breathing in any bad chemicals, and it's brand new, and it's just super clean, and I just feel really good. The shower filter has been really wonderful too. It's made such a difference. I love that filter. I love the pressure. Now it's like you kind of want to bring your pillow and your shower filter with you wherever you go.
Well, you have to now.
Exactly.
You know too much.
You know too much.
Yeah.
As Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you do better, right? So.
Yeah, that's a great one. I'm very curious to hear how my water and my air filter test came back.
There's actually, good news, and there's also bad news. We're going to give you the good news first. Does that work for you?
Okay.
Are you nervous?
A little. I'm really curious.
We did an air test, and we took a sample of the airborne particulates, right? And we compared it to the control outside. And the good news is that when we looked for total fungal elements and spores, the levels outside were significantly higher. That's what you want compared to indoors.
Now for some of the not so good news. There are 4 major areas in your home that came significantly above the guideline of our control study. And the first one was opaque particles, all right? What that is that can be organic and inorganic material, and it can come from dust and debris, paint, ash, and even silica. So these are just sort of airborne in the home, and dust is especially a concern. So many people have dust mite allergies, myself included. So what happens when you get too high of counts in there, you start to irritate your allergies, and of course this can be harmful for respiratory issues. So this is something that a good air purification system is going to address.
You had high levels of skin cell fragments in your home, and like I said before, it's because there's not a lot of circulation in your home, at least there wasn't previously. It was significantly higher, and the bad news about that is because dust mites, they feed on skin cells. You had higher levels of potential dust in your home. The average home collects 40 pounds of dust a year. Your house is smaller, but we don't want to reach those levels.
Do you feel like with the air purifier that I have, is that going to, how much is that going to reduce things, and is that going to do a lot for my health?
Well, for the most part, I mean, it's airborne particulates, and so that's what an air purifier is made to do. It's made to clean the air. And so you can always take a sample to find out later what the difference is. But I'd highly suspect it would reduce by 50% at the very least what your home already has.
Oh, probably more.
Yeah.
Okay, and continue using. I have to admit that I forget to turn on my air filter. So now that I have these results, I'm inspired to turn it on every single day.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can leave it on. You can leave it running 24/7.
But I figured for the EMS that I should turn it off when I go to bed.
I would not. I wouldn't turn it off at night. Not the air purifier.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to water. So we took the sample from your water filtration, which is your new Wave Enviro water filter, and I thought this was really important to do because why test the tap water? You are already filtering your water. So for people watching, Whitney's results are really good, and they're a lot better than what you at home if you're not filtering your water.
The results were very good. You know, we did really, a lot of things were non-detectable as far as some of the potential chemicals that can be in your water because the filter already addressed that. Unlike other
Which isn't
people,
so bad considering it's like $100 maximum for the filter I have.
Right, and bottled water is regulated by the FDA, and tap water is regulated by the EPA, and the EPA standards are much higher. So you can actually get tap water that's even cleaner than bottled water. Not to mention bottled water is costing so much money and contributing to so much plastic waste. So it always comes back to one answer, which is filter your own water at home. It's better for you, it's better for the environment, and it'll save you money in the long run. So you're doing great there.
You're absolutely right. Literally up to 7 million people per year in America get sick from the tap water in their homes. So that's why you have to filter your own water. Everyone has to do their own regulation.
Yeah.
But however, we did find high levels of chloroform. Okay, so chloroform, yeah, we actually did. We found levels that were over 1 parts per billion. It's in the water. And so we don't want that. It's for obvious reasons. Actually, chloroform is actually trihalomethane. Trihalomethane is a byproduct of chlorine. And the problem with it is when we ingest it or when we breathe it in, it's not good for us.
Are you changing that filter regularly? Like, are you keeping a good eye on that?
I will. I mean, I got that filter less than a year ago.
That could be part of the problem if you're cooking a lot at home and you're using it a lot. You might need to change it sooner. You can never change it enough. Depending if you have well water or city water, everybody's water is different. Even if you're all getting the same source, it could be coming from your pipes. Some of the issues like lead or anything like that. So it's really best with water to test and then buy the water filtration to match your problem. It's not always a one-size-fits-all. And then it also gets into your budget. Can you spend a couple $100s on a bigger under the counter or a whole house? Or are you really on a budget and you're just gonna go for, like Aquasana makes the countertop filtration system, which is really good. Has a lot of high NSF certifications compared to like the Brita and Pure, and is faster. So that's it with the results. I mean, I think, overall, it's so awesome that the main issues have already been addressed. So,
yeah, well, that's great news then.
Yeah.
Well, I deeply appreciate you. This has been such an amazing video to do with you.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope everyone really enjoys it. And I'm so looking at your bed, and you're ready to go, Whitney. You have no problems anymore. You're here's to health and happiness, and 2014 and on.
Thank you guys so much again.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Whitney. Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right, so I want to tell you guys about all of the changes that I've made. Number one is this amazing bed, as I talked about with Ron and Lisa. I have to say this is the best thing that I've ever done for my home. I love this bed so much, and I'm gonna have this for probably 10 years. It was such a great thing to get. It is so comfortable, it's dangerous because I never want to get out of it. If you can't get a bed yet, invest in a pillow. These pillows are so comfortable. Almost fell asleep right there. Okay. Next up is I got a shower curtain, a new shower curtain. It's made from hemp. I wasn't entirely thrilled with the color, but it grew on me. They have a few other options and I'll link to them down below. But just that aesthetic look, plus knowing that I'm not using something made from PVC plastic, was really, really nice. So I appreciate that every time I take my shower. And speaking of showers, I'm also thrilled with the Aquasana filter. There's no chlorine smell. It feels really clean. My skin softens. softer, my hair feels great. That is definitely something that I'm thrilled to have. And again, that link will be down in the description field. The last point about the shower, which I talked about with Ron and Lisa, was I had a little bit of mildew around the edge, and they recommended that product by Earth Friendly Products, and I love it. I put it right on there. I didn't entirely get rid of it. It was probably a little too late, but it definitely made a difference, and from now on I think I'm going to clean with the OXO product. Earth Friendly Products I love overall. I did a whole video on them. I highly recommend them. I use their products on a daily basis, whether it's to clean my fruits and vegetables, to wash my counters, clean off my mirror, do my laundry with them, wash my hands. They have a product for everything for the home. It's great. I invested in a peace lily for my bathroom as suggested, and I've been keeping my eye out for all of the plants. I really want to get a plant for every corner of my place. I love the way they look. They just add that little extra touch of prettiness to your home, but it's also that peace of mind that they're cleaning up, and I love the peace lily. You only have to water it once a week, and it's stayed really healthy since I got it. The air filter, as I mentioned, is awesome. I turn it on every night, and I love the white noise. Now I want to move on to some questions people had in response to the video. Number one, how does the plug lower the voltage? Does it actually turn off the voltage going into that outlet? Well, basically that plug just turns off the power. So instead of having to unplug your electronics to cut off the EMF fields, you just flip the switch and you don't ruin your cords by unplugging them every single night. I just like it. It's very satisfying to hit that little button, and I use it for my lamp. Number two, have you ever heard of grounding? There's a grounding mat that you can buy, and it eliminates a lot of these electric fields. I don't own one, but I have heard of them, and I've slept in beds with them before. You can get these grounding mats. They have them for yoga mats, they have them for beds, they have them for chairs. There's all different types of grounding, and basically I am not entirely sure of the technology, so maybe I'll link to an article or two down below. If anyone has more information and personal experiences, I'd love to hear in a comment. Number three, does the Aquasana shower filter remove fluoride? It reduces fluoride by 40 to 60%, and they have a whole article on their website about it, which I'll link down below. Number four, where do I get all of these plants mentioned? Well, you can easily find them all over the place. Trader Joe's, grocery stores, Home Depot, local nurseries are a great place. Once you start to take notice, you'll see them popping up all over the place, and you can start to price compare. One thing I would note though is that you want to get it from a really good place. It's not using toxic soils or chemicals, putting anything on your plant that you might be bringing into your home. So trying to find some place that's organic, natural, whereas some of the bigger stores, you don't even know where the plants are coming from. They could be coming from around the world, and you just don't know how they're taken care of. You also want to make sure that they're healthy. So if they look brown, if they're starting to dry out, if they're kind of drooping, it's probably not going to last that long unless you're like an expert with plants and you know how to revitalize them. On that same note, somebody pointed out that it's important to make sure that you buy plants that aren't toxic to your companion animals. So whether you have dogs or cats, you're going to be really careful so that if they chew on them, they're not going to die from it, which will completely defeat the purpose of having great plants in your home to clean the air. And lastly, I just want to let you know that in response to this video, Ron and Lisa created a great guide for how to pick out a non-toxic shower curtain. The link is down below, of course. I'm so grateful for this, and I wish I had had this when I bought my hemp shower curtain, because I took a ton of time to research it and I didn't really know what to look for. And speaking of which, Ron and Lisa have been such an amazing support from this video and on. Every time I have a question, I just email them or I can call them, and like I said, they're available to do the Skype or Google Plus Hangout, so definitely reach out to them with any questions you have and use their website as a resource. So now I want to hear from you. Leave me some comments below. Have you made any changes since the original video? Or is this video a reminder that you need to make the changes? And what's holding you back? Is it money? Is it time? Is it laziness? We all have our excuses, including myself. A lot of people say that they're concerned about the cost. So I want to make a quick reminder to you that A, it doesn't have to be that expensive. There are ways to find great deals online. There are all sorts of tips and tricks. And two, Some of these bigger purchases, like the mattress for example, seem really overwhelming at first, but remember, you're making a long-term investment for your health and for the environment. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out ecovegangal.com for more information in all aspects of healthy living, from recipes to product recommendations, interviews, how-tos, etc. You can also follow me on all the social media networks and start a conversation, because I love connecting with you and hearing from you on a regular basis. If you like this channel, be sure to subscribe to it so you're the first to know when I have more content. And I love, love, love you being part of it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today. I'll see you next time. Bye.